Alright guys, it's me. And I am in drama. I never told you that, but I'm in drama. And I currently am in U.I.L. So I'm going to read you two of my pieces, which is my poetry and my prose. And maybe my monologue. I don't know yet, but one, if you are not in drama, then you do not understand that I have to read it like this. It had to sound kind of stupid because I just have to. It's drama. By the way, I need comments. If you're in drama and you know how, and if you're in any acting or you just think you need to give me some criticism, go for it. I need it. Okay. This is gonna be Cinderella by Ronald Dahl, and I'll tell you my intro. Okay. I guess you think you know this story. You don't. The real one's much more gory. The phony one, you know, was cooked up years and years ago, and made to sound all soft and sappy just to keep the children happy. Mind you they got the first bit right. The bit where, in the dead of the night, the ugly sisters, jewels and all, departed for the palace ball, while darling little Cinderella was locked up in a slimy cellar, where rats who wanted things to eat began to nibble at her feet. She bellowed, "Help!" and "Let me out!" The magic fairy heard her shout. Appearing in the blaze of the light, she said, "My dear, are you all right?" "All right," cried Cindy. "Can't you see? I feel as rotten as can be." She beat her fist against the wall and shouted, "Get me to the ball! There's a disco at the palace, the rest have gone, and I am jealous. I want a dress, I want a coat, earrings and a diamond brooch, a silver slippers, two of those, and lovely nylon pantyhose. Done up like that, I'll guarantee the handsome prince will fall for me." The fairy said, "Hang on a tick." She gave her wand a mighty flick, and quickly, in no time at all, Cindy was at the palace ball. It made the ugly sisters wince to see her dancing with the prince. She held him very tight and pressed herself against his manly chest. The prince himself was turned to pulp, and all he could do was gasp and gulp. The midnight struck. She shouted, "Heck! I've got to run to save my neck." The prince cried, "No! Alas! Alack!" He grabbed her dress to hold her back. As Cindy shouted, "Let me go!" the dress was ripped from head to toe. She ran out in her underwear and lost one slipper on the stair. And the prince was on it like a dart. He pressed it to his pounding heart. "The girl this slipper fits," he cried, "tomorrow shall be my bride. I'll visit every house in town until I've tracked the maiden down." Then rather carelessly, I fear, he placed it on a crate of beer. At once one of the ugly sisters, the one whose face was blotched with blisters, sneaked up and grabbed the dainty shoe, and quickly flushed it down the loo. Then in its place she placed her own slipper from her foot. Aha! You see, the blot grows thicker, and Cindy's luck starts looking sicker. Next day the prince went charging down to knock on all the doors in town. In every house attention grew. Who was the owner of this shoe? The shoe was very long and very wide. A normal foot got lost inside. It smelled a wee bit icky. The owner's feet was hot and sticky. Thousands of eager people came to try it on, but all in vain. Now the ugly sisters go. One tried it on. The prince screamed, "No!" But she screamed, "Yes, it fits with me, so now you got to marry me." The prince went white from ear to ear. He muttered, "Let me out of here." "Oh, no, you don't. You made a vow. There's no way you can turn back now." "Off with her head." The prince roared back. They chopped it off with one big whack. This pleased the prince. He smiled and said, "She's prettier without her head." Then came sister number 2, who yelled, "Now I will try on the shoe." "Try this instead," the prince yelled back. He swung his trusty sword and smack! Her head went crashing to the ground. It bounced a bit and rolled round. In the kitchen, peeling spuds, Cinderella heard the thuds of bouncing heads upon the floor, and poked her own head around the door. "What's all the racket?" cried Cindy. "Mind your own biz," the Prince replied. Poor Sydney's heart was torn to shreds. "My Prince," she thought, "you shot someone's head? How could I marry anyone who does that sort of thing for fun?" The Prince cried, "Who's a dirty mutt? Off with her nut! Off with her nut!" That's what she said. Just then, all in the blaze of light, the magic fairy hoved in sight. Her magic wand went swish and swish. "Cindy," she cried, "come make a wish with anything, and have no doubt that I will make it come about." Cindy answered, "Oh, kind fairy, this time I shall be more wary. No more prince, no more money. I have my taste of honey. I'm wishing for a decent man. They're hard to find, don't you think?" Within a minute, Cinderella was married to a lovely feller, a sample jam make by trade, who sold good homemade marmalade. The house was filled with smiles and laughter, and they lived happily ever after. Oh, okay. So that was that. Now I'm going to name another video about my prose, and it's really good. It's about this girl, and here I'm going to read you my intro. An intro is something that just tells you a little story about it. Like, okay. Okay. You say it's time? Time for what? What's going on? I'm so confused. Does my hair look good enough? Find out more in She Looks Good by Charlotte Jones. Okay, so you're gonna have to go find that video because it's really good. It's about someone really good, and it's raising awareness for anorexia. Yes, it's really good. Okay, so I hope you like this one. Comment, like, enjoy. Hearts from Samantha. Love you all. Thank you so much, and goodbye.